With a character like Joker, there's always people trying to make things more mysterious or more interesting than it actually was. And it feels like over the past 10 years, the amount of Joker content we've just been bombarded with has been absolutely insane. We've had 2 movie Jokers, we've had the whole Harley Quinn thing, we've had Gotham, we've had the whole Dark Knight, Metal Universe, whatever the fuck that was. And when you've got that much content out there, it just leads to dick riders and Facebook movie fact accounts just making up shit just for attention. So today, let's debunk some Joker myths, shall we? I'm gonna assume everyone watching this video has seen The Dark Knight because, why the fuck would you even click on this video if you haven't? Anyway, there's a scene in The Dark Knight where Heath Ledger Joker walks out of a hospital with it exploding behind him, and before he finishes walking, he stops. It looks like one of the bombs in a hospital isn't activating for some reason. And then after fiddling around with the detonator for a bit, kaboom! The big mama explosion finally comes out and he just rushes into the vehicle. So was the whole thing intentional? Was that big mama explosion actually meant to go off with the earlier explosions? Well, according to the internet, no, Heath Ledger improvised when the bomb wasn't working and kaboom, he made the scene work. He fucking did it. I'm sure everyone's seen this fact through Facebook or Instagram or through a TikTok, but you wanna know the truth? Here's the truth. Everything about this scene was meticulously planned and scripted. I get it sounds way better to be like Heath Ledger was such an acting legend. He just improvised that on the spot and he made the scene work, god damn it. He saved the entire scene. Well, unfortunately, this isn't some trivia you can relay at your next Dark Knight watch party because it isn't true. Let me play a clip of Christopher Nolan himself explaining the situation.
Because what Chris worked out is if we put in a little beat where the first set of explosions stops as if something's gone wrong, then the major demolition comes in. We rehearsed it, I think, about 12 times. I think we literally walked him out.
12 times! They rehearsed that scene 12 times that morning alone. No, there wasn't some fucking oopsie daisy that would have cost them millions of dollars more to reset. I'm pretty sure this fact has been circulating on the internet since this movie's been out. And now you get TikToks like these with 30 million views still spreading this myth.
Because of this, he decided to improvise and just keep hitting the trigger multiple times as if he didn't do it correctly. The rest of the explosion came on to create this wonderful scene and then really showed Heath Ledger's dedication to playing the true role of the Joker.
It's really fucking insane how out of control this story has become. I can just imagine the guy who came up with this fact absolutely bewildered that over all these years, this lie just continues to keep spreading and spreading. Again, here we are with Heath Ledger Joker. I don't know what it is with people trying to make something so much more than it is with this guy, but here we are. So after Heath Ledger died, RIP, people started this tale that this Joker role was just so dark and so consuming and just took over his life and his mental health and it led to his death. And this was based on, let me check my notes here. Fucking nothing. It sounds so cool to be like playing the Joker. It just unlocks a different side of you. Just the darkness and the spirit of Joker. You really feel him inside and he just takes over your body. What? Fucking relax, Jared Leto. Guys, Heath Ledger was a professional actor. You know what actors do? They act. How crazy. How fucking mind-blowing. But let me play some clips of actors from The Dark Knight talking about what Heath Ledger was actually like on set.
This dude was so chill. Ledger was having a ball.
Awesome.
I mean, we were basically giving him a wide berth and just like not bothering him. And he's the one initiating the conversations, and we're doing like magic tricks and all kinds of silly things because people want to write the story that this dark character consumed him. Drives me up a wall.
Yeah.
That's people's imagination. That's the story they wanted. No.
You didn't see that. You just saw a dude having fun.
No, this dude had fun. Like, and cut. So anyway, it was just like that. And you could see his playful character.
Then it was a long day, and we walked out back to our trailers, and Heath was here, and I was walking, and he puts his hand on my shoulder, and he goes, "That's what acting's all about."
Wow, it's almost like he was a regular guy that was really good at acting. Plus, from what Michael J. White was saying, it sounds like Heath Ledger was just a chill guy overall. Am I saying I know for a fact that he didn't struggle with anything in his personal life and his mental health? Fucking of course not. I didn't know the guy. He grew up in Australia. That's like the one thing we have in common. The police filed his death as an accidental overdose of prescribed medication, and this was months after they finished filming The Dark Knight. He was also supposedly reading a screenplay for his next movie when this happened. happened. So no, I don't think the role of Joker caused this mix of medications that happen to be lethal.
Heath had problems sleeping, right? And sometimes you get used to a certain sleeping medication. A lot of people make this mistake where you can take the sleeping medication, your tolerance goes up, and then you get an injury. And you're not connecting that injury medication to the sleep medication, and that's enough to do it.
Oh god, poor Martin Scorsese, he just can't escape conversations about superhero movies. I don't know about Joker Folie à Deux, but when Joker 2019 came out, there was constant discussion and promotion about how Martin Scorsese was involved in the making of the movie. And if you've seen Joker compared to Scorsese's films, yeah, there's a lot of ideas that were borrowed. You know, Martin Scorsese, he was pretty involved in the production of the Joker 2019 movie, but he didn't direct it, he just produced it. Right? Fucking nope, because Martin Scorsese has exactly 0 credits listed for Joker 2019. And this poor guy would now be answering questions about this fucking movie for the rest of his life. So how did this happen? How did this rumor start in the first place? Well, according to Variety, Martin Scorsese actually thought about bringing this movie to life for 4 years before handing it off to Todd Phillips. I decided that I didn't have time for it. For personal reasons, I didn't want to get involved, but I know the script very well. In relation to Joker being a comic book character, he said that he wasn't sure whether he wanted to make, and I quote, the next step, which is this character developing into a comic book character. He develops into an abstraction. That doesn't mean it's bad art, it could be, but it's not for me, you follow? Listen, Martin Scorsese is a goddamn legend, and I vote that we leave this man the fuck alone. This man will literally never escape the comic book movie discussion from any interview he does ever. Dude's got 10 years in the tank, tops, and he's one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. I don't blame him for not wanting to make a movie about Joker, for fuck's sake. Oh boy. I just feel like at this point, Jared Leto should just stay away from comic book movies in general. Because before Morbius, the greatest movie of all time, there was Jared Leto's Joker in Suicide Squad 2016, the second greatest movie of all time. Now I'm sure everyone remembers the behind the scenes antics of this movie, like, oh my god, our cast is like, we're basically family, we got tattoos, we're so quirky. But the main meat of this rumor was that Jared Leto was sending all kinds of weird shit to his castmates, like dead rats and used condoms. What the f? Is there no HR on film sets? Okay, first let's get rid of the whole dead rat rumor, okay? Apparently he did send a rat to Margot Robbie, but it was an alive one. And she supposedly kept it as a pet throughout the shoot.
You talk about commitment, and then he sends Margot Robbie a black rat. It was still alive in a box. She screamed, and then she kept it.
Did she keep it after filming? Probably not. It's Hollywood. Like, these people are weird. They probably just flushed it down the toilet or something.
The owner of that rat that the Joker gave to Harley Quinn is now living with Guillermo del Toro.
And there's this whole thing about dead hogs and dead pigs or something. What is that about? Let's roll the clip and see.
Who would come into the rehearsal room, and the henchman came in with a dead pig and plopped it on the table. And then he walked out. And that was our introduction into Jared Leto.
Alright, bro is doing the most, and for what? If I was at a table reading and someone just plopped down a dead hog for Jared Leto's arrival, I'd be like, whoa! For 2 seconds, max. After that, I'd be like, is this thing gonna be here the whole time? It's starting to smell. I'm not sure what the gist was sending actors dead pigs or whatever, but here's what our Killer Croc actor had to say about it.
He sent me a dead pig. A dead pig. And you know what I did with it? I ate it.
No, you didn't.
If you see one of the scenes in the movie when it's feeding time and they throw a pig in the hole, that's the pig that Joker sent.
Like, okay, cool. I guess the props team saved a bit of money from that. But let's talk about the main subject of Jared Leto's gift-giving behavior. And that is, wait for it, anal beads and used condoms. Excuse me? What the f? Jared Leto, if this is the line, you just fucking just stomped over it. I don't understand how this guy still has a career. If I sent anal beads and used condoms to my co-workers, I wouldn't be sipping champagne at the Met Gala. I'd be fucking arrested. But thank God this rumor was debunked by Jared Leto himself. Let's play the clip.
I mean, I just think that there were some things, you know, that were mentioned about like gifts and the fact that I was giving, used condoms to people, which was not true.
We can say that right now. That is not true.
It was not true. And what are you going to do at that moment? You can't even, it doesn't matter how loud you shout or hold up a sign, you know, with your pants off in Times Square. People are going to go with the story that they want to run.
Right.
And it just wasn't true.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Once the internet latches onto something, it tends not to forget. And for something as crazy as this, forget it. It's basically see it into your name. Also, that's kind of a fucked up rumor to spread about someone. I mean, I get that there are stories about Jared Leto's not so great behavior in real life, but sending used condoms to co-workers? I would rather be painted as an asshole than unprofessional, okay? Well, it's good that we have a record of how this rumor started in the first place, and we can expose the sons of bitches who touted this nonsense in the first place. Let's play the clip.
How about the gifts you gave everyone?
Yeah.
Rats, bullets, a hog.
Don't forget the anal beads.
Who did you send anal beads to?
The used condoms.
You did not.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
Step back, friend. You can't just say used condoms and we're just gonna like forget.
I know it's a family show, but we can.
Don't worry.
We can educate people here. At least they were used.
Who did you send used condoms to?
Oh, everybody.
What? Well, isn't this interesting? Turns out that these people online was really just Jared Leto. Funny how that works out, isn't it? Even if the used condom bit wasn't even true and he just said that for laughs during that interview, all the other shit that he was sending to his co-stars.
Get a used condom. What do you say? What do you think?
I got
what do you
so many weird things. I can't even begin to tell you the weird things I got.
What did you think?
I mean, by that point, I kind of felt like I knew the Joker a bit, so it wasn't as alarming. But yeah, there were many instances where I didn't know what to expect with Jared.
Yeah, he sent used condoms and
anal beads,
sticky Playboy magazines.
It's a bit over the top, okay? Here's what he said about people online shitting about his gift-giving behavior.
Look, you work the way you work. I'll work the way I work. You can kiss my ass if you don't like it. I'm talking to the public.
Oh, fuck, dude. You really got me there. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. It's all peace and love, dude. Like, I get the whole method acting shit, but you don't have to get everyone else involved, you know? Just keep it to yourself. Jared Leto has an Oscar. Don't ask me how. And I feel like an Oscar-winning level actor doesn't have to do bullshit like this to just get into character. I don't know. What do I know about acting? Fucking zilch. Maybe before I start recording videos now, I'll just eat a camera lens just to show how serious I am about this video. Yeah, that's enough Joker talk before this new movie comes out. Check out my second channel, The Anday Life, for random vlogs and videos. Check out my Instagram, Anday Lee. Check out my letterboxd, Anday Lee. And I'll see you next week. Goodbye.
10-1-5 in the open.